You can't help yourself.
All right, how's everybody doing out there today?
You cannot help yourself.
In Facebook land, Facebook Live land. Hope you're all having a great day. It's hump day, and
You're ridiculous.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Don Lawrence will not be able to handle me today. I can tell you that right now. I am on a high. We'll talk about later, but I might flip this table over. I don't know. I might jump in the fire back here. I don't know. That's what's going to happen. All right. So, Don, let's start with the easy thing. Okay. Let's start with episode 52 is coming up.
Episode 52. What does that mean?
1 year.
1 year.
Now, listen. Most people cannot put up with me for more than 1 year. Okay. The fact that Don has put up with me for more than a year is unbelievable.
I can't take it anymore. I'm pulling it out.
I wish I had as much hair as you had. You know what I mean? I wish I had that much.
So seriously, though, think about that. 1 year. We've been doing this for 1 year.
Yeah.
Almost 1 year next week.
It's pretty awesome.
And all it was one of those, it was kind of like a challenge or let's try this thing, and here we are.
It's freaking awesome. I mean, it is.
12 months later. So,
and you guys can see our old show. Don and I were looking through YouTube today, and it was like the third thing. I'm like, please get the hell off there. So one thing, Don and I have a couple of interesting ideas. Okay, one, I think if we can pull it off, it's gonna freaking blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Even Steve Kreitz won't be able to handle it. Even Steve Kreitz will not be able to handle it. So here's what we got in the house so far. We got Chris Wojcinski's on. We got Steve Kreitz. We got Kathy Cordy. We got all kinds of folks jumping in and joining us today. So it's awesome to see you guys. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so now let's go to number 2. Should we go to number 2 or we put it on the back burner? What do you think?
Sorry.
That's okay. Don's preoccupied as always. He's always preoccupied. What do you think?
Number 2. Yeah, let's do number 2.
Well, I mean, is she going to be here?
Yeah.
I didn't see her yet.
I've not seen her yet. So,
well, here's what we're going to do. Okay. Go ahead and pop that up for us there, Mel. Yeah, Mel's behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, guaranteed. Okay. So today is Don's wife's birthday. Okay. Again, talk about putting up with somebody. How long you guys been married?
30, almost 30 years.
Oh, my God. It's been a year, and I'm like, look at this. This is what happens with a year, Don.
I know. Can you imagine what it's like?
Here's what we're going to do, Don, to make you look like the man, okay? We're going to get everybody to sing happy birthday to Denise Lawrence, all right? That's what we're going to do. Okay?
She'll love it. She
is. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Happy birthday to you. Give us a shout out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Is she punkin or are you punkin?
I'm punkin.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know punkin went back and forth. I know punkin was back and forth. So happy birthday to Denise's there, to Don's wife, Denise Lawrence. Guys, throw a bunch of happy birthdays in there for Denise. That'd be awesome if you would. Okay?
She is watching, by the way.
She is?
She's watching.
Fantastic.
So happy birthday, babe. I love you. Many, many more.
But can you do that like Sonny and Cher? I got you, babe.
I got you, babe.
That's awesome. Awesome.
I wish I knew more of that song.
Happy birthday to Don's wife. Happy birthday. Got people absolutely. People are giving shout outs.
Bro. Thank you. Man.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Absolutely. George Sanchez is all kids got hanging loose over there. Look at that. That's great stuff. Great stuff. Happy birthday. So in Polish. Yes. No, it's not my mom. It's Steve Kreitz. Here we go.
Oh, really? Come
all
on,
right.
Stevie.
All you Polish people sing along. All you people that listen to Polish people sing all the time. Are you kidding me?
All right, let's do it.
Let's throw it down. I didn't know it.
Let's throw it down.
Ready? 100 lat, 100 lat, yeah, żyja nam. 100 lat, 100 lat, yeah, żyja nam. 100 lat, 100 lat, yeah, żyja nam. Yeah, żyja nam.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's awesome. My Aunt Chris Wojcinski, she's loving it. She's loving it. So Sherry Burns in the house.
Sherry.
So I feel like I always tell my family, I feel like there should be some clapping going on in there like that. Like it should be like that. Yeah. It should be like Havana Kila. That should be going on. So Denise Lawrence, you got it in English, you got it in Polish. I mean, if I knew French, I would do that for you, but I can't. I'm sorry. So happy birthday to Denise Lawrence. All right. So let's get down to the show time here, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to talk about a specific topic today for our deep dive. We want to talk about something that I think people can relate to. And Don and I were we were just shooting the breeze the other day, and it came down to, when do people need realtors? And again, its easy answer is going to be, when they're ready to sell a house. But no, there's so many life situations, Don, right?
So these are the things that actually begin the process of thinking about selling a house. This is the life situation that happens that makes you think maybe we need to move, and we're going to kind of prod a few of those
So
things.
I can tell you this week, I can tell you within the last week, I've hit at least 4 of these, I bet you, 4 or 5. I mean, different situations. It's not like it's always the same thing. It's just different situations. So we're going to take you through them. If you agree, or if you're in that situation, or you've been in that situation, or even you know somebody in that situation, throw something in the chat for us, okay? Mel's going to keep it on the chat and let us know good things like that. So keep it on. So shoot us in the chat if any of these fits up. Oh, wait. My Uncle Teddy's birthday, 91st birthday is Saturday, just so you know. You better say happy. You better say.
Let's do it. All right. Happy birthday.
No, that's good enough. I'm just saying.
Happy birthday, Uncle Ted.
There you go. See Uncle Teddy. There she is.
91 years old.
Tara Randall even knows Mel. Mel's world famous, you guys. Mel is world famous. Even my little guys, Zach and Max, my little nephews are watching. That's awesome. Give a little shout out to Zach and Max. Zach attack. See, we're starting them off early. Okay, so guys, let's do this. Talk about times you need a realtor. Now, give me one.
Okay, one is when you have an increase or decrease in family size, a new child of the family, one moving out, and you wanted to add something too.
Oh, so schools, right? So different things. So kids are going to make a real estate transaction happen a lot. A lot of parents don't want to send their kid to that middle school that they live in the district or that high school, so they move then, right?
Or they want to go to a different high school. It's more of that than they don't want to be there, but they want to be somewhere else.
Absolutely. And the other one, like you said, was I think most times when you see, expecting, or that mom shows, or mom and hubby show you a picture of we're expecting, or the reveal or whatever, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, you see we're buying a new house pretty soon right after that.
Not too many months after that.
When kids are going to college, empty nesters, right? Empty nesters, same thing. All of a sudden, they're thinking downsize. I got a friend that she lives in this big, huge house. Her kids are in the 9th grade, I think, and she had triplets. And when they leave, that big house is going to be big. It's going to be empty, right? So what else you got? Give me number 2.
Okay, number 2. People that are either living above or below their means. They either need to make their payment smaller, or they're ready for that next step in a bigger house and spend some of that money that they've been working and advancing in their job.
So guys, again, in the chat, that is a cool suit. David Duda giving you some love, the cool suit there.
Show him the shoes.
Wait, hang on, Dave. He's got the shoes too. Show him the shoes. Look at these bad boys. Wait, hang on.
Seriously?
Yeah. Show him the shoes. Look at those bad boys, and the socks too. Look at those bad boys. No, so guys, in the chat, do this for us.
Thanks,
okay?
David.
If you know somebody in this situation, you gotta say who it is. Just say, put yep in the chat. I do this with kids all day long. If you know somebody that's in a situation, just put yep in the chat. That's all we're asking for, because we want to see. We want to test these out. These are just theories that we have, right? So first one is change in family size. If you know somebody who changed in family size, put yep in the chat. That's what we'd love to see. So what was the next one? Say it again.
The second one?
Yeah.
Living above or below their means.
Right.
So downsizing financially or increase in pay, and they're ready to make that next step up.
Right. You get that big promotion and you can live on that same money. I mean, you're going to be styling and profiling, right? But I know, I can tell you what, I had a couple.
Styling and profiling?
Yeah, that's a 90s. We're 90s phrase, my friend. I was listening to some Run DMC in the car, too. Don't think I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I have a client that sold their house this past month. They live way below their means, and they even were smart enough to sell now. Again, if it's something that you can relate to, or you know somebody that's in this situation, but we're just testing this out. So give me number 3, Don. Give me number 3. Times you need a realtor.
Give a shout out to Sam. Thanks,
Sam. Oh, Sam Abdullah. There he is. The legend continues.
I love you, babe.
Babe.
All right, number 3.
Jesus.
He's a good guy.
That's a bromance waiting to happen right there. Bromance. Go ahead.
Their employer has downsized.
Right. So basically, you lost your job.
Or you lost your
job. You lost your job. Basically, employer downsized. They said, "Oh, sorry, we can't use it anymore." So another time, a realtor gets involved. They might relocate somewhere else, right? The way with the COVID stuff where you can work at home, it makes it a little smoother, a little easier now, right?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
That's something else. So that's 3. What do you got for 4?
Have received a substantial inheritance or big payoff somehow, some way. Maybe the lottery. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Did you win the lottery recently?
No, I don't play the lottery.
Either do I. I don't either too much. So I don't either too much. I'm my own lottery. Every day is a roller coaster for me. So I play my own lottery, right? Think about this, guys. If you get an inheritance, great place to invest is real estate.
Yeah.
It is, especially when on a downturn in the market, because then you're waiting for that big upswing. So again, if you know somebody who's in these situations, you have to say who it is. We're just trying to check and see if these resonate with people. That's all.
Yep.
What else you got for number 5?
Are getting married.
Yeah, getting married definitely, because a couple things happen a lot of times where she has a house, he has a house, they have one bigger house, right? Or
combined family,
right? Or they both rent, right? Or one has a house, the other doesn't. I mean, it's definitely combined income.
Parents' basement.
Yeah. Parents, yeah. Can I get out of your parents' basement? So I tell you, anytime I see a Facebook post that says we're getting married, pretty soon after that, they're calling me or something to that effect.
Yeah, for sure. Or the bad side, the divorce.
Yeah,
we don't want to get into that.
Yeah, I have way too much experience with that. Keep that on the down low, okay? Keep that on by itself.
All right, experience talks there. So, all right, no worries.
Hey, so quick shout outs before you get to number 6. We got Lori Knight in the house. Your dear friend Lori Knight says, "I'm sorry I'm late." No, we got Lexi Lynn. How are the kids doing? They had to buy a house because they have 7 bazillion kids. They're all awesome though, so that's cool. So they bought a house recently.
7 bazillion kids. Where do you find a house like that?
It's very expensive. All right, very expensive.
All right, so
last one.
And have a dream to live anywhere, especially with work from home now. You can live almost anywhere for the most part and work. And I think you see in a lot of this, not in maybe in our state somewhere, but in California, where they're moving to further into the Midwest because they can work from home, especially the computer technology jobs.
Yeah. Let me throw a quick shout out. Zach and Matt, read my lips. You are awesome. All right. A shout out to you guys. So now think about that for a minute. Dream, right? A lot of people are doing the cottage too. Matt Stafford's house, really? So I had somebody ask me again, can you show this to me? So those houses are a little tough.
Yeah.
Once you break about $1 million, Don, they say, hey, you had a proof of funds before you showed this house. I got into one at Grozia was 1.5, and they didn't say a word to me. I was, it was late at night. So guys, those are the situations we think that most often trigger real estate. They most often, and we're just wondering what you think. Of those 6, which one do you think? So,
and what do you think that pops up that people make a decision, they decide to move, and why?
Right.
There's something on.
What other things can you come up with? Absolutely.
We have more to the list, but just something that you might think that might fit in there that you've come across recently, somebody in the family or friends.
Yeah. So again, and Don and I were just kicking this around. We call ourselves curious realtors because we want to know. Like, we wonder how the world works sometimes, because we assume. Say Baz Phillips is giving Denise some love.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Throw that up on the
Bad
screen,
neighbors. Perfect.
Bad neighbors.
Yes. Didn't even think of that one.
Bad neighbors. Yes. I'm not thinking about bad neighbors. That's awesome. My neighbors are probably like, that guy's crazy.
Are they moving because of you?
No, they're like putting signs in my front yard going, please sell this thing. How's it get out of here? So those are the guys that said, those are times that you need a realtor. That's what we went there. Now, we are super duper excited to have our next guest, the City of Dearborn Heights expert, okay? The one, the only, Lisa Clayton-Hicks. Clayton, I apologize, I said it backwards. God dang it, sorry. I was practicing it. She is not only a celebrity, but she is the voice, the heart and soul of Dearborn Heights. Lisa, how are you?
I'm blushing is what I am.
That's all right.
That was some introduction. That was really nice, and I'm just like humbled and ready to cry. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. So Lisa, I'll share a quick thing with you. I'm originally from Dearborn Heights, and so is Mel. Okay, we used to call it back in the 90s, even the 80s, 70s, Dogbone Heights. A lot of people used to call it because it was a rough and tumble neighborhood at one point in time. So it's definitely nicer now. So
have you ever heard of that term before, Lisa?
No. No, not for Dearborn Heights. I hear all sorts of names for other communities, but not Dearborn Heights.
Yeah.
So real quick, Lisa. So here's your good friend, Kathy Cordy.
Hey.
For you. Says, yay, Lisa. So she definitely hooked us up with you, and that's a good thing. Guys, I'm telling you right now, on Facebook, you see Lisa all over Facebook about something for Dearborn Heights. Always. Dearborn Heights is in her heart and soul, isn't it?
It is. It is. I love this community. Absolutely. I love the community. I love serving. I love our residents. And I think when I became a city council member, when I was elected back in, it would have been November 2011, I campaigned on transparency and communication.
Yep.
And civic engagement. Like, I wanted to see our residents involved. I wanted them to have that opportunity to be excited about being involved, because local government sometimes it's not as pretty as the federal government and things like that, but the decisions they make locally impact you every single day of your lives.
Absolutely, they do. So
We're talking about that.
Local government is.
I mean, let's get excited about local government. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Lisa, tell us again. You're being a Dearborn Heights expert. You got 5 things for us about Dearborn Heights that you love.
I have 5 things. It's really hard to pin them down. The first thing I already said is I love living here, and I love the people. I mean, I feel our residents are our best resource by far. The diversity, everything that is brought to the community, the uniqueness. I mean, it is incredible. I mean, I am just love that my children were raised in this community, and to be raised around where their neighbor is different and does, you know what I mean? It's not all the same. And they've learned to respect all the different cultures, which is great because I didn't have that growing up. You know, I went away to college to go find all that. But my kids are really blessed to have that. And I think others are too, because there's so much to offer. There's so much we can learn from each other and learn to respect one another's differences as well. Because I think it's great that there's so many different people and diversity. And the other thing is that what I have found about this community is that, and this is another point, I don't know if it counts for number 2 or 3 on my 5.
You got as many as you want.
But I love this about this community is that when there's a need or something happens, it's good. Everybody celebrates together, right? We all lift up each other's children and families. But if there's hardship or something happens, like I lost my son last year, and the anniversary was yesterday, the community is amazing. And I've seen them do this for everybody. I mean, they pull together and they dig down deep to help one another. And no matter what that looks like. And I think we are really fortunate to have that type of community with people who care like that. You know, if you don't know someone, but you know they're struggling, you heard about their struggle, you jump in there, you donate food, you may donate your time, and you may donate gloves and hats, whatever it is. And it doesn't matter. This is nothing too small, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, at least growing up in the south end of Dearborn Heights, I can tell you, whenever it flooded, it definitely brought the community together because it was a common problem in the south end, and just people, I mean, did whatever you had to do. Pumped each other's basements out, got somebody else's food, did all that kind of stuff.
It's incredible. And I will tell you that, like, my family, like, I have my mother who's in Illinois, and then I have my 2 daughters here, but that's my family. That's who's left in my family, by the way. Yeah. So the community has really become my family, and I'm very, very fortunate and very blessed and thankful for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Wonderful. 100%. So what else you got for us?
Well, I was going to lead and talk about, and this goes with community also, is the youth programs in our schools. I mean, I'm very happy to be involved and engaged and have been. My own children went through the school system here, and I have one that's a senior this year.
Yeah. Congratulations.
It's breaking my heart.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Tough because the remote and you're buying like the cap and gown and the sash, and it's like you don't even know how it's going to be, it's really difficult, but but we have through the school districts and the good relationships with them, which as a council member I worked for years to foster genuine relationships, because I think it's all one community, even though there's different entity of government, right? Like school board is different from council. And I respect the boundaries, by the way, as they say, stay in your lane. I mean, I respect that, but it's one community and we can do more together if we work together. And we saw that, through the years. And through that, we've also seen the development of our youth programs, leadership programs. I have a 501c3 that is one through Gulfview Manor Civic Association, which I was president of for 10 years. Yep. And finally resigned. And thank goodness somebody stepped up, because that's a tough job and nobody wants to do sometimes. But the youth programs are so instrumental, and I see it like with Annapolis Key Club and National Honor Society. These kids are getting involved in their community and they're doing work, and quite frankly, doing the work that people my age, not that I'm old or saying anyone else is old, but we can't do anymore, right?
I want to
And
give a quick shout out real quick to Janelle Lessinger, who was running the Key Club over in Annapolis. Very, very good friend of mine. Does all that hard work. I hear you.
great job, because yes, yeah, I love that. Kiwanis Key Club is part of the Kiwanis family. I was a Kiwanis member for about 12 years. I was a lieutenant governor from a Michigan district, but they have programs like K Kids in elementary school, as young as elementary, right?
Yeah.
We're getting involved in the community, and they're learning about giving back. But the best part is they're not just what they're giving back to. They can actually see, like with a neighbor, for example. It's right here in your backyard.
Yeah.
And I think it's important because you have to start right here in your backyard locally.
Right.
And the kids are learning that.
Yeah.
All right.
Start them young.
Yeah.
Yep. What else do I have? Oh, I talked about civic engagement. I love civic engagement. And I think one thing about COVID, what's interesting is that it has taught us we can do a lot of stuff like through use of technology. Like Zoom. I mean, I know a lot of us are Zoom fatigued.
Oh, yeah.
How many meetings can you get in a day? I'm just saying.
I hear you.
But the best part is that through the council meetings, we used to have, when they were here in person in City Hall, you might have 5, maybe 6 people attend, unless it was a hot topic. But now, like the last meeting was over 180 people.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
And isn't that phenomenal? I get excited about that. I love that.
Would you say it's because the access is easier? Is that what you would say?
It's because accessibility through Zoom, through using technology. And I think it's a great thing. And I hope moving forward, if we get past, and we will, this COVID, the post-COVID, if you will, I mean, I hope those options are still available for people, because it's really important. The enthusiasm and the ideas that you can receive, the energy alone, it keeps me going as an elected official. I mean, I love hearing from our residents and their ideas, because I mean, I don't have all the answers, Yeah, I'm just like that conduit, if you will, So
I don't have the answers either. That's why you have Mel over here to run the show. I don't have all
the answers. It's not going to be us. I'm just kidding. But no, really, I mean, it's really great to see all of our residents. I love seeing them participate.
Yeah. So let's do this. If you have another one, do you have another one or no?
No, I think that's at least 5.
Well, let's do this. Let's go with some.
Yes.
One more. I love being on your show. Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes! That was awesome.
This should have been number 1. No, I'm only kidding.
That's all right. We were down at number 5. That's okay.
You didn't know it was coming. So,
yeah. So, Lisa, do this for us. Give us a couple of great restaurants in Dearborn Heights.
Ooh, great restaurants. Oh, I love anything that's considered ethnic food. Am I supposed to name them? I'm gonna
tell us whatever you want. Yeah.
If you feel comfortable with it, but yes.
I love Antonio's. I'm gonna tell you why I love Antonio's. There's a lot of reasons why I love them. Yeah. I love their food. They're very polite. Their staff is friendly and helpful and great. And the service is good. But you know what else? They give back to the community.
Yeah.
They're one of those businesses like the Spirit Festival, for example. I mean, I love businesses that support the community and the little leagues and all those. But again, we need to support them, especially right now.
Right.
So yes. I tell you what, I broke the COVID fast on Monday, and guess where I went? Antonio's.
Good choice.
You around, maybe they definitely do. What else? One more.
Yeah, we have to support these businesses. I mean, they've been closed for so long, and it hurts them. And we just, I mean, let's go out and enjoy a meal, support them. But I like Mexican food, so I would say Mexican Fiesta.
Yeah, one.
Them. I like Carrera's as well. They have a dish that I love that I can't remember the name of it right now.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to go eat it because it's not good for me.
Oh, geez. So I have family that moved out to like the Brighton, Howell kind of areas, Whenever they're in town, they're always going to Mexican Fiesta. Always. That's the good stuff. Now,
there's one on the south end on Van Born, a Mexican restaurant right there at Monroe. Now, I've gone there a couple times, and they were very good, too.
The old Pizza Hut, you mean?
Yeah, the old Pizza Hut. Yep. And shout out to Van Born Tavern,
Yeah, they do good things.
He's just a really great person, great owner. So Oh yeah, I was gonna say Ray's, but Ray's is Taylor, right? The Mexican. You know what I'm talking about?
What about 4Ds? You ever been there?
Where's that?
4Ds on Telegraph there.
4Ds, no. Ooh,
Yeah.
but you know who is good on Telegraph that I have had?
Yeah.
New sandwich place, the Lunchbox.
Really? Is it good?
Oh my goodness, they are really good. Really, really, really good. Really, really. Did I say really enough?
Yes,
No,
you did. Yes, you did.
they have signature sandwiches that I grew up with as a kid, like a Monte Cristo, for example.
Yeah,
And yeah,
or no?
good stuff.
So, can you tell us one thing about Dearborn Heights that most people don't know? Anything?
One thing that most people don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what that would be.
Bring back the giant burger.
Well, yeah. When is Giants going to open up? That's what everybody wants to know.
Yes.
When is Giants going to open back up on time?
You know what? I understand that's a Wayne County thing with the health department, but I'm not sure. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I've never even had a giant burger.
Really?
So
Oh my
a lot
god.
of people ask
It's
about it.
amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Giant system there. That you know what I'm talking about?
Monroe and
Van Born. Yeah.
It's been closed for a few years.
It's been closed for a long time.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I wish it was open. You know, I'm looking forward to the Van Born corridor being, you know, economically redeveloped. You know what? It really needs that. It needs a shot in the arm.
So is that going to still happen? Because I know that they were talking about doing that in partnership with Taylor.
My understanding, yeah, it's a partnership with Taylor, and it still should be a go.
That's
So
awesome.
same thing like with the Ecorse Creek flooding. I mean, we've worked on that for years, by the way.
Yeah,
And
no, I hear you.
yeah, I'll never forget August 11th, 2014. I mean, I went and walked homes and cried. My daughter will tell you, as soon as I pulled on the first street, I had to pull over because I couldn't see to drive because I was crying so hard.
Yeah.
And I made a promise, and even though I'm the treasurer now, I still push it or advocate. And it is in the funding phase right now. And it is going to be a multi-year funding. It's going to take multiple, like it's not going to happen in 1 year for the phasing. They have a plan. It's a multi-year, but we're looking at breaking ground in 2 years, which is farther than we've ever been. So that's great news. But you still want to know a secret about Dearborn Heights. You know, the only secret I can think of, not that it's really secret, but you know the cemetery down off of Van Born, Nolan?
Yeah, Nolan Cemetery.
I think that's the best like, I love history, all things history. And I think that's a great, it sounds weird, but it's a great place to visit if you're a history buff and you want to learn something about the city. And I think, what is the name of that book? The Log Cabin? Is that what it's called?
Yep, it is. A Log Cabin. You got it.
Check that out. I mean, I think that's a great, I mean, that's maybe a secret, but I think it's something that I would want people to know about.
So I'll tell you this, and I'll share with Don and Mel too. I tell my son all the time when we're driving on Van Born, I go, son, I don't care where we move to. When I pass away, bury me in the Nolan Cemetery. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care if you have to dig a hole yourself, just throw me in there, whatever. I want to be in Nolan Cemetery. That's where I want to be.
There's so much you can learn about the history of our community and who settled what. And in where I grew up in Southern Illinois, we have a cemetery called Hurricane. Same type of, had all the settlers there. And it's, my kids, it sounds weird, but they love going there and reading the tombstones. And then they'll go like Google search things and try to put it all together. So I think
I'll share another one with you. So police lieutenant that I know that retired from Dearborn Heights told me that Dearborn Heights is an H. It's here, and then it goes a line across, and it connects to the north end. It had to be contiguous for it to become a city or something.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I say it's a C. Now he says it's an H, and I'm going to say it's a C. I'm going to tell you why it's a C.
Okay.
Because you have the top part, you know, right? And then the connector, and this is where it has to be contiguous. You're right. Is the part that goes down along, what is that? Beach Daily?
Gully.
And then, and then connects the bottom part. But, and yes, and Gully, right. But what I always say is it hugs Dearborn.
Yes, it does. It hugs Dearborn. I like that way better.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share with the folks before we let you go?
No, am I allowed to campaign?
Well, go ahead. If you want to, real quick, go ahead.
Well, I mean, people need to know this is an election year. You have the mayor seat is up. You have, you know, your city clerk. You're going to have 4 council seats up, which is quite a few.
Yep.
And then I have to run for my seat here as treasurer again because I end up picking up a partial term.
Yep.
And this is the other thing I wanted to say. Thank you to all of our residents that voted. And even if you didn't vote for me, I thank you anyway for being part of my life. I had close to 12,000 votes in November. Talk about humbling. That will do it for you. That will do it.
Absolutely will.
I am so grateful, and I will not let you down. Like, see, I'm at the office. I'm here like most nights, but I'm really dedicated. I mean, since being here, I've started a couple programs like the customer care program, where I believe totally in customer service and walking the talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Lisa, I tell you what, you got some fans in the audience. Some people are saying, Lisa, run for mayor. Run for mayor. They're saying.
No, thank you.
So, Lisa, I'll tell you what, I just try to get Don and Mel to vote for me, every day, and that doesn't work. So I couldn't get 12,000 votes. I can tell you that right now.
I love being where I am. So thank you, though. I appreciate the support. I really do. And like the customer care, we're focused on serving the residents. Like, I want people to know who their treasurer's office is and what we're about and how we can better service you. I mean, it's important, and so that's it.
Listen, you've been absolutely delightful. Thank you so much for coming on our show, and we'll talk to you later.
Well, thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, give her a little shout out in the chat. Give her a little shout out in the chat. Lisa. See you later, kiddo.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye-bye. You have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for having me. Stay safe, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a wonderful guest.
Awesome.
She was pretty awesome. She was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
So there's folks who have been hanging in with us. So we got to go right to what Realtors See. Okay. Now there's some dumb things at Realtors See. Okay. Here's some dumb things at Realtors See. Let's start with this one I saw. Click that for me, man, if you would. Now, I took a bad picture. I'll just let you know, ladies and gentlemen. But that is a humongous perfume bottle. That perfume bottle is about as long as my arm from my elbow to my wrist. It covered half a table.
Yeah, that's huge.
If you got that much perfume, man, maybe showering should help.
You would
maybe
never run out.
Yeah, you must be throwing it out like everywhere. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. So that's one. That's one. The giant perfume bottle. And again, folks, I want you to vote at the end. Tell us which one you like the best. So that's the giant perfume bottle. Let's see what else we got there. Miss Mel, what else we got going on?
You got to walk me through it again.
Okay, shut that for a sec. Shut the whole screen. You gotta make it big first. Nope. What? Shut the whole screen. Go to the top of the corner. Yep. Where? Minimize that whole screen, the whole live screen.
You gotta help me.
Here? That's okay. Yep. Now close that. Close it.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I got you. Guys, we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't you worry, because the next one is ridiculous. Now you go right back to the screen like this. You go here.
Application.
Let's try it again. Little technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get there. And there it is. Bam! Okay, so the next one, look at that for a minute.
What do you see there?
Isn't that the biggest fridge you've ever seen in your whole life? Look at that fridge. So it took somebody looking at it and going, they go, that's two fridges put together, which it is. I didn't realize that. I just thought it was a humongous fridge. It's like an optical illusion. Like, I had a client open it up and I'm like, it's as big as you at one side, for God's sakes. So there's the giant fridge. So far we got the giant perfume bottle and the giant fridge. Okay, let's see what we got next.
We got any more giant stuff?
Let me show you. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Minimize.
There. This one is freaking awesome. This one right here. Now, this one make you crack up.
Yeah.
So when you see this one in the house, you probably don't stay very long. Okay, so on a bed at a home I went to was a furry pillow of Jeff Goldberg or Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum. I think that's from The Fly. I think that was on somebody's bed. I'm like,
Jurassic Park.
I walked and go, whoa, man, what's this all about? So somebody is sleeping with Jeff Goldblum every single night, ladies and gentlemen. Every single night, somebody's sleeping with Jeff Goldblum. So we got giant perfume, giant fridge, or Jeff Goldblum pillow. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. You got it?
My goodness.
Absolutely. Got one more. Nope. Yep.
Get that one out of here. I don't want to see that.
Last one. This is a positive one. Now this is a positive. This is for all the great. Oh, leave it. I'm just going. Yep. Click there. Yep.
Here.
Yep. And now go to share. Yep. Now go to applicate. There you go. Right there. Don't hit it. Yeah. There you go. So this one should be hit share. There you go. And put it on. There you go.
Oops.
Click. Yeah. This one should be in every grandparent's home. I saw this in a house 2 days ago. It said grandparents welcome, parents by appointment. How many folks would love to have that one in their basement. How many grandparents in the audience? Grandparents, what do you think?
I've never seen that one before.
It's right on the wall. They had it stuck against the wall. Grandparents welcome, parents by appointment.
It was a cool one.
It was in a playroom too. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So again, guys, here's what we got. Make your choice. Giant perfume bottle is number 1. Number 2 is giant fridge or dual fridges that are optical illusion. Number 3 is Jeff Goldblum pillow. And number 4 is grandparents welcome, parents by appointment. Which one do you think is the best? In the chat, ladies and gentlemen, tell us which one. Giant perfume, giant fridge, Jeff Goldblum, or grandparents welcome. Grandkids welcome. Which one do you like? I'll take the fridge, somebody says. Of course you will. You put everything in there. I'm telling you.
For beer,
fridges.
food.
Yeah, beer and food. Beer and food. I love it. Where do we get the sign? That's pretty cool. See, I'll come up with that. Number 3.
Brenda says something about the perfume bottle.
Brenda said it. The bottle is called a what?
Fractus?
Fractus, a dummy bottle. Decorative usually. See, look at that.
Factus.
Brenda said it. She knows way more than we do.
Cool.
Ladies, she's a legend. I'm telling you. Absolute legend. So we got a couple for the fridge. Guys, I'll find out where that grandkids one is from. I'll find that out for you. So, Dan, what would you say was the winner here?
The
grandkids one?
Oh, there's one with Jeff.
Just one. I know. Jeff Goldblum only got 1 vote. Come on.
By Emma. 3. Aaron Jones, 3.
Grandkids.
I think the fridges are the one that are
the fridge. The big fridge.
The fridges are getting.
I swear to God, Don.
That's what it looks like to me.
I walked in the kitchen. I go, oh my God, that's the largest fridge I've ever seen in my whole life.
It's almost a draw.
It is. It's like
if somebody wants
the pillow. Okay, so we're gonna go with number 1 is the fridge. Number 2 is the grandkids. Number 3 is the pillow. And the perfume bottle. We learned something from Brenda Sennett, but that's all we did.
Is it
Factus? Factus. I think we're pronouncing it right.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very cool. All right, guys. So let's go to the very last couple of things here. One is fan of the show. Okay. Since she taught us something today, I would say fan of the show today is Brenda Sennett.
Factus.
Factus.
Who would come up with Factus?
All right. So here's what I want in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to blow it up. 20, 30 of you in here, blow it up. Brenda, 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 Brenda. Blow it up. Let's see. Let's see how many we can get in there for Brenda. The knowledgeable Brenda Sennett. Let's see what we got. I'll make the chat for a second. There it is. Brenda Sennett, you are a fan of the show. We'll have a fancy Talkin real estate t-shirt for you that all your friends will envy.
It's very comfy.
It is. See, tell them, Mel. Go ahead, tell them. Mel says it's very comfy.
It is.
My buddy makes it. There you go. Now they're blowing it off. Tammy, thanks for the shout out. Jones, thanks for the shout out. We got all kinds of Babs in the house. Kathy Cordy.
Yes, yes, Brenda.
Yes, you do. Yes. I'm not going to ask you what size. Don said that was rude, so I'll have Mel do it. Girls can ask other girls, I guess. That's all.
Or you take all of them over there and let them pick one for themselves, right?
There you go. All right. So last thing for the day, Don. Last thing for the day. People are burned up. They're still chanting it. Let's go stories from the road. Now, this is fresh from less than 24 hours ago. Less than 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this story. Okay. So I have a couple clients who sold their house in the summer and the late spring, both of them. And a lot of people are doing that, kind of hanging out and seeing what happens, right? They can make them a
place to stay.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely.
So the funny thing is they're both related. The both groups are related. Okay. So there are good friends from the show, the Wilkowitz family. You're familiar with their work?
Oh, yeah.
Tom and Kathy Wilkowitz, they're big family friends, and they're awesome people. So
watching all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're out to eat right now.
Even at Walmarts or eating.
Oh, we'll sign that shirt. Yeah, we'll sign. Don't you worry about that. All right. So Ben and Amy, the kids, they find this house on Hurd Street in Monroe. It's off Nettawa Road. Okay. They found this gorgeous house. It's everything they dreamed of. We're scrambling, doing everything. We're giving a bunch of stuff to the seller, and we get it. Okay. 2 days later, a house comes up 150 numbers away on the same street.
Same street.
Same street.
I didn't know that.
3,200 square feet. Now, they were going to downsize, right? They sold their house in Woodhaven. They were downsizing, okay? This house is huge, but all the kids love it. We walked in, and Kathy was almost crying. It was like I was almost crying because all their kids could be there. They all showed up for the showing. All of them could be there. They were doing the Scooby-Doo thing, running from room to room like the old Scooby-Doo commercials, you know. It was awesome. Okay, they got the deer in the back. They got Monroe.
You saw
Texas.
deer in the back?
Yeah, it was amazing. So
Wildlife.
the house just came on the market yesterday, and guess what happened?
They got it.
They got it. They did. They did. So
Gotta be happy
it is
ending.
a Wilkowitz invasion of Monroe, ladies and gentlemen. The Wilkowitz family is invading Monroe. They are invading Monroe. Okay, so it looks like they're here. It even says we're here. Give us a quick shout out if you guys are here, Wilkowitz family. Real quick, give us a quick shout out. Say Wilkowitz in the house or something. It listed. We saw. That's it. Right. Look at this. Right there. Let's see. Watch. Ready? It listed. We saw it. We offered. They accepted. 24 hours, Don. That does not happen in this market, buddy. That does not happen.
Yeah, yeah. You
So,
should wait a few days.
If you drive down Hurd Street and you listen real carefully, okay, you can hear Wilkowitz in the background. You can hear him talking.
Crying?
No, talking. They're crazy. There it is. Ben Wilkowitz in the house. See, there's one of the halves right there.
Where's Zach at?
I'm telling you.
Come on, Zach.
Zach is right there. You know, they're all having pizza.
Is.
They all want to have the pizza to celebrate. But God, I swear to God, they have a bazillion kids and significant others and everything. They all walked in the house. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was like watching a movie.
Yeah, that's cool. It
was like watching a movie. It was awesome. It was the best thing. So Wilkowitz invasion. So give the Wilkowitzes a love, man. Give them a little love. Okay, give them a little love in the chat. Wilkowitz. Wilke. Witz. Wilkowitz. That's what I want to say. Give us some Wilkowitz love. Don, it's been a great show.
It's been a good show.
We had a really good guest on today.
Lisa did a great job.
She did a great job. Mel is here making it happen as always. The fire is still burning. Next week, you will not believe what we're going to do. You will not believe it.
We won't.
No, it's going to listen.
We don't believe
if we pull off what Don and I are talking about, it's going to be ridiculous. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. And I'm still high from the Wilkowitz thing. I'm telling you. I'm walking around like I'm like,
you're not even sitting down.
I know. I'm standing up.
You're hovering. You're hovering.
All right. You ready to close this up?
Let's close this up.
Now, listen, I guarantee you, if you listen carefully at the end, there'll be a I'm Mel somewhere. I guarantee you. All right. Ready?
A what?
I'm Mel. Ready? I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
I'm Mel.
And we're talking real estate. See ya.